Welcome all students. Today I am going to deliver the topic of performance appraisal methods. There are two methods are there, traditional methods and modern method. Under the traditional methods, number one, ranking method, paired comparison, grading method, forced distribution method, checklist method, critical incident method, graphic rating scale method, essay method, field review method, confidential report. Let's see one by one. Rating. So regarding in the aspect of attendance, whether the employee coming to the organization regular or not, it is also one of the criteria in appraisal method. Let's see the example of rating method. Rating. So, 5-point scale was there, exceptional, highly effective, effective, minimal effective, not effective. Based on this attendance, exceptional, substantially exceed job requirements. So, the employee exceeds his requirements wherever the presence or the attendance is needed. Highly effective clearly exceeds job requirements. Is doing as well, is attendance as well. Satisfactory meets job requirements. It is ineffective. Majority of the employees are their presence or their attendance about their job requirements they are meeting. It should be satisfied. Minimally effective barely meets job requirement. Not effective below minimum job requirements. So depends on the person's presence or attendance in there related to the job. This method we may call as a rating method. Number two, confidential report. This is an old and traditional method of rating the employees. A confidential report is a report about the employee. It is prepared by his immediate superior. It contains information about the employee's strength, weakness, major failure and achievements. It also contains information about the employee's personality, traits, qualities and about his behavior. Confidential report is used to take decisions about transfer, promotion, demotion, terminations, lot of things, layoff, retrenchment. These are all the other examples. Normally the confidential report will be maintained. This type of appraisal will be used by the government organization, especially in India. So every employee, they'll have the service record. In that service record, date of joining, and then what was the task was given, what type of the behavior, whether for example, whether the person is a alcoholic or drug addict or whatever it may be, the indisciplined attitudes, misbehaving, abusing. So many things about the behavioral aspect also will be recorded, will be attached. A statement, recorded statement will be there, as well as the other evidence, achievement also. And then what are the strength, what are the weakness, everything will be rated and recorded by the immediate superior. Essay appraisal method. This form of appraisal, also known as free from method, involves a description of the performance of an employee by his superior. The description is an evaluation of the performance of any individual based on the fact and often includes examples and evidence to support the information. Here the rater is asked to express the strong as well as the weak point of the employee's behavior. Normally, if the immediate boss or the person may be a retired person or it may be the consultant, anybody, depends on the organization, financial viability, they may have the arrangements. So the person never disturbs the employee. Simply from the appraisal period, from morning to evening or what was the time was allocated, the person is observing the things, and then based on the observation, he is writing his statements like an essay, what the strength, what the weakness, how many times frequently the person moving from one place to other place, whether the person is making a comment or whatever related, wasting the time with other colleagues. So many things will be there observing, and then they will be writing about the SWOT. So based on the essay, the person was surprised. It is another drawback in this method. If an rater will be very lazy, he is not in a position to give a good feedback about the appraising. This is the drawback. Critical incident method. Each and every job they have to evaluate the critical statements. It may be a doctor, it may be a nurse, it may be an engineer, or it may be a teacher, or it may be a professor. What is their essential job? Where they have to react, when to react, how often to react, which is more important. So based on the nature of the job, they will be framing a statement. Based on that statement, the employee or the appraisee was appraised by the appraiser. The approach is focused on certain critical behaviors of the employee that makes all the difference in the performance superior as and when they record such incident. The advantages value are based on the actual job behaviors. A rating or supported by the descriptions. Feedback is easy. Disadvantages: negative incident can be prioritized. Forgetting incident, feedback may too much and may appear to be punishment. For example, a teacher. What are the critical incident? The teacher should be punctual. That is one of the critical incident for the teacher. Punctual in class schedules. The teacher has to deliver the lecture in a good manner. The teacher has to clarify the doubts raised by the student. The teacher has to complete the syllabus in time. These are all for examples of critical incident. So based on the critical incident statement, the teacher was apprised by his head of the department or principal, whatever it may be. Then the next will be the checklist method. Under this checklist method, is the employee really interested in the task assigned? There are two factors, yes or no. Let us take an example based on the task assigned, whether the employee will be interested or not. The employee may have an involvement, commitment. Let's see. Is he respected by his colleagues, co-worker? If it is yes, take yes. If it is no, take no. Does he give respect to his superiors? Does he follows instruction properly? Does he makes mistakes frequently? These are all the checklist method based on the employee interested, especially respect. Instructions. Next, forced choice method. And this method, whether would you like to have or not, whether the appraisee having the behavior or not, they have to evaluate some statements, maybe a most favorable statement or unfavorable statement, a set of favorable statements, set of unfavorable statement, set of fixed, favorable, unfavorable. Based on the statement, the appraiser was forced to apprise the appraisee, whether the appraisee having the qualities or not. With a prescribed statement, everyone was apprised. This method we may call as a forced choice method. The forced choice method is developed by P. Guilford. It contains a series of group statements, and the raters rates how effectively a statement describes each individual being evaluated. Common method of forced choice method contains two statements, both positive and negative. For example, list, make little effort and individual instruction. Number 2, organize the work well. Number 3, lack the ability to make people feel at ease, has a cool, even temperament. The second statement is punctual and careful, is a hard worker and cooperative, is dishonest and disloyal, is overbearing and disinterested in work. Number 3 statement does not anticipate difficulties, grasp explanation easily and quickly, does not waste time, very easy to talk to. Next, the fourth statement can be a leader, waste time on unproductive things, at all times cool and calm, smart worker. So these are all the four statements. Based on this, the employee will be appraised. The next method is forced distribution method. They are following the normal distribution. For example, there are 4 employees are achieved more than the target, but the post promotion only 1 post. So the organization can go for 1%, the remaining will go for increment or some other benefits. Like the same way, the organization forced distribution curve, number of employees are there. They fixed the category. 10% will be rated poor. 20% of the employees will be rated below average. 40% of the employee will be rated average. 20% good, 10% excellent. So in this method, the disadvantages, if employees are excellent more than 10%, but the appraisers are forced to give only 10% only for the excellent, then ultimately they are following the excellent people above 10%, although they are falling under the category of good. So this is the drawback of the forced choice method. They will be following the normal distribution pattern. Methods of appraisal. Behaviorally anchored rating scale. So there are rating scale patterns are there. The scale values unacceptable, very poor, poor, below average, average, good, very good, excellent. So the rating scales are from the lower level to the higher level. The example, attitude towards the customer and prospects. A salesperson should be appraised on the basis of bars, that is a behavior anchored rating scale. Unacceptable means the sales clerk should be expected to ignore persons who make inquiries. Very poor, the sales clerk show little interest in convincing prospect buyers. Poor, the sales clerk listen to suggestions and complaints from customers. Below average, the sales clerk relays suggestions and complaints of customer. Average, the sales clerk requires some help in knowing the right approach to customers. Good, the sales clerk apply average procedures designed to make customers feel free to communicate. Very good, the sales clerk makes customers feel that they are important to the company. Excellent, the sales clerk regard customer an important link between them and the company. So the employee was rated based on the scales. The next method is relative standards. Under the relative standards, individual ranking method, paired comparison method, third group order ranking or forced distribution method. Under the individual ranking method, let us take an example of 3 people, Margot, Sam, Sally. So Margot will be compared with the Sam. So who is better? Margot is better. Sam and Sally will be compared. Who is better among the two? Sally is better. Again Margot is better and then Sally is better. We have to compare. Finally the Margot is better. So if 100 employees are working, the first person should be compared with the remaining 99. The same process will be an iterative for all the employees. Finally they will get the conclusion of the who is the number one. That we may call as the individual ranking method. It is a time taking process if more than 10,000 employees are working, and then it is a time consuming, and then this is not a good method also if the members are more in the organization. Next, paired comparison. A is compared with the B, A compared C, A compared to D, B compared to C, B compared to D, C compared to D. So this is the method of paired comparison to two peoples, and then they are applying a formula n into n minus 1 divided by 2. For example, 10 employees, 10 into 10 minus 1 divided by 2. So we may get the answer 10 into 9 divided by 2. 90 divided by 2, 45 comparisons. The group order ranking, the third method, the group order ranking method or first distribution method, the evaluators to place employee in a particular classification. For example, 15% high performer, 20% high average performer, 30% average performer, 20% low average performer, 15% low performer. Already the previous slide I told about the first choice method, first distribution method. The same categories, the group may be ordered or the group may be ranked. The next will be the graphic rating scale method, the traits and degree of performance present in job. So the employee was appraised. One of the example was traits. Performance factors are quality of work, quantity of work, job knowledge, dependability, attitude. The rating scales are number 1 does not requirements, number 2 partially meet, number 3 meet requirements, number 4 exceeds job requirement, number 5 for exceeds. So depends on the quality of work whether the person will be comes under the category of number 1 or number 2, number 3, number 4. Quantity of work number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Job knowledge, dependability, attitude. So the employee will be rated each and every factors. We may call it as a graphic rating pattern or scaling method based on the traits. Each and every job they have to prepare a statements. If it is an operational, if it is a quality department, if it is a food purchase department, if it is an accounts department, if it is a HR department, each and every department based on the job profile, based on the nature of the job, the traits has to be prepared. It is a time consuming. Different posts, they have to prepare the performance factors. The rest of the topic we shall continue in the next session. Thank you.